What's guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're interacting to the second episode of Full Dive. This one's titled Living in a Dead Game. Alright, so I'm not saying the full name of this show anymore, because why would I put myself through that every time? But Living in a Dead Game. So yeah, this was a surprise of the season, I think, so far for me, and one of the shows that actually surprised me from what it was concept-wise to what we actually got in actuality. I think most of these other shows kind of lived up to exactly what I kind of expected from them. Like, most of the comedy shows ended up being as comedic as I expected them to be. A lot of the fantasy stuff, and especially some of the romance shows, like Higehiro and Koikimo and stuff like that, they kind of worked out where I thought they would, and actually pulled it off very, very well. To Your Eternity was another show that kind of just surprised me a little bit into which direction it's going. But I really thought this was going to be trashy. I really did not expect much of it. I thought it was just going to be, like, maybe an SAO-type clone that just kind of did its own thing. It was just kind of But honestly, I really like it. And it's something that I did not expect. I did not expect from this type of show. Yeah, just the character interactions so far have been on point. I quite like our main guy so far. The fact that we've now got Eripio voicing our crazy yandere love interest, essentially, that is now chasing after us. I quite like that. I think that was a very good voice cast. Yet, Iferos? I forget how you say your surname. But honestly, having you as the voice for this character is honestly perfect. Eripio was such a good breakout character for you. Well, it wasn't a breakout character, but like a very good character for you to cast as. And yeah, the overall dynamic of the show actually is way more interesting than I could have given it credit for. I'm very curious to see how, because it's not like we're trapped in this game. We can leave whenever we so please. I'm still a little confused as to why he would continue to play the game necessarily. Because it makes sense, like, if you're not trapped in there, why would you continue to play a game like this, where it's like, doesn't seem that fun at the moment. But maybe that would change this episode with what he ends up doing. I don't know what we're going to do this episode. But I'm kind of curious to see what the real world impact is on, like, his pain and stuff, because he obviously feels it. I don't know if he had any real world real-world repercussions based on it. I assume it wouldn't, just because how would that game ever sell, ever? I feel like standards agencies would probably have stopped that game from ever being published, right? So I'm just assuming it's like, you feel like it. It makes me wonder what would happen when you feel like you've been killed, depending on how you've been killed, I suppose. I wonder how that translates, but maybe they'll cover that at some point as well. But like I said, it did way better than I expected it to. And for that reason it's kind of why I kept going with it. And I'm actually kind of curious to see where this goes. So, we kind of messed up our early game because we've killed our best friend, accidentally. There's no word on how a respawn system exists, if at all. In theory, it should, because otherwise, if everyone starts in the same instance, why would no one else now can start the game in that similar way, right? Or how does it work? Is it instanced? I mean, that could be one way of having like these MMO type games, because it could just be an instance where only you are present for this instance of your town, and then as soon as you leave town, you're out into the open world or something. I don't know. Or maybe each individual building is an instance, or they just didn't think that far through and were just like, oh, we're not going to have any other players noticeable in this game, so we'll just go with that. But we did have the person who's sold us this game come in as our support fairy, so that's fun. They did a very good reveal of her as well in that capacity as well. A nice shot choicing for that. But yeah, I'm really curious to see what they want to do with this now, based on the direction we've currently gone, because yeah, it seems kind of interesting in it, which I never thought I would say, but anyway. So let's get the episode up. As per usual, these are time-based form reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture-in-picture, therefore the anime and myself on the screen at the same time, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture-in-picture access I do on the channel, which is everything from the everything from the seasonal lineup. I was confused that my video settings were kind of messed up. Everything from the seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows such as Symphogear G, which will be starting episode 2 of today, so look forward to that. We also then have movie reactions available, so whether I review the movie will be coming later this month, so look forward to that one. But here on YouTube, we have to do tire base. So bottom left of the screen, you'll see a time for the episode. I count down 3, 2, 1, play. And play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we should be in sync. Watch this one on Funimation, since they're the ones who licensed it. We have the Kadokawa logo, then the Funimation logo to start, so about 10 seconds logos, give or take. I'll call them out as I go past, but you can also use screen flash on my face, on the mic to tell when I see you transitioning. Pro tip, look at this part of my headset, it's quite reflective and should give away those transitions a bit easier as well. So, with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Kadokawa. Funimation. Cheers. Yep. OP time? Kuwami Quest, yes. It's nice to have a VR MMORPG which doesn't use like a headset, but uses the chair instead. Mysterious masks person. Decent OP. Living in a dead game. Yes. That is true. And autosave, yeah. That's pricey. Oof. Oof. Wow, that I don't think that's legal, but sure. Yes. Only in Japan makes sense, yeah. Some players still remain, okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Go into hiding. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Fair. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's gonna hike the price up though. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Oh boy. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Right. Mm-hmm. But I also want to kill you. I'll be the one to strangle life from you. Yeah. Yep. Give you sweet release. Uh. Yep. Mm-hmm. Hell's fruit slice. Jesus. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yep. So dumb. So much for going to the casino. We might probably stumble into him at this point, though. It's realistic. Mm-hmm. uh, just collect them all. Okay. Hmm. I mean, yeah. Is it though? Still in combat, oh boy. And look over the shoulder. Yeah. Got cut. At least it's nice about that. Okay, at least I consider enough for that. Wow. Can't be seen, but can still interact with the world. Interesting. Word title. Still. I don't think it's fair to say it's the game's fault, really, necessarily on that one, but. Mm hmm. He's on the track club, right? So. Yeah. Gotta deal with them at some point. Don't know how, but you gotta deal with them. I mean, games are treated more with respect nowadays, just because it's growing into a huge industry with esports and such. Oh, hello. Hmm. Oh, interesting. Hmm. Hmm. Not the obvious space for that poster. Interesting that all the shouting translates as well. Kind of interesting. Hmm. Yeah, you need to actually know what to do with the herbs. This is our guy. No. Hmm. So you can see that. Okay. Okay. He says, looking drunk. Well, tastes like cola doesn't mean it has the effects of cola. Talking to his support as well. To drink. Hmm. Right, it'd be a different character. I mean, got a point. Jesus Christ. Ah, okay. Holy shit. Holy shit. Mm-hmm. mm. Oh. Someone did manage it, okay. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. Hmm. That is. um, I don't know if that's a good idea. Hmm. Hmm. Uh, what? Yeah. And that's the end. Goddamn, of course it would be. Next time. Adult event. I mean, if it's gonna be, if it's truly gonna be a realistic, I mean, oh boy, I don't think that's what they were going for, but sure, we'll say that it's what they're going for. Um, good episode, good episode. Um, I was surprised at the fact that our support character actually could, um, like Reno. I'm surprised she could actually interfere and help out with Alicia. I didn't think she would be able to do that, but whatever. Um, So it can't be perceived, but is physically there. Good to know. Also, did he not tell her that he was going to be logging in? Because I feel like she should have been here with him whilst going through all this stuff, but apparently not. So either she's just late, or we never told her that we were logging on. I don't know. Yeah, Alicia is going to be my favorite character in this, I think. Almost certainly. Just based on how this is going so far. I think she will be my favorite character out of all this. I can't foresee another character being able to best her. We haven't met this demon girl character. I'm assuming she's a demon. I don't know why. It's just, I normally associate these types of outfits with demons now. Like demon lords and stuff. So I'm just assuming she is a demon lord. That and the fact I think in some of the shots her teeth are like jagged, right? I think in the OPED somewhere. Something like that. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, there is no respawning because that's not realistic to life. So obviously that's going to keep going. So yeah, I'll help you by calling the city guard on you. I guess by running around and stuff, maybe? That's going to be how they're going to be thinking about this. By running and getting physical exercise and getting used to moving in this world and stuff like that, that's going to help him level up athletically, and then maybe if he has to defend himself, maybe that'll level up like blocking and stuff, so he'd get better at combat. I guess that's where we're going with that idea. I don't know. I have no idea why the next episode's called that. Like, adult event time. I don't know why it's titled that, but we'll just go with it. Because, yeah. Yeah, Barazai, perfect choice for this. But yeah, apparently they're also going to be in the JoJo. I think they said they started out voice acting because of JoJo. So now the fact they're in the sixth arc with JoJo, I think they're very happy with that. But yeah, it was yeah, it was a good episode. Yeah, somehow this show is still entertaining, which I didn't quite expect going in, but it's doing things that it's having fun with the idea, and I like it for that. We'll see what ends up happening next episode, but I don't think we're going to drop this one. I think I'm entertained enough to keep enjoying this. I do wonder about like the whole MMO aspect of it and why he would continue to play it. Like, I'm curious about his motivation to continue playing, especially after this, what he's about to go through. I guess we'll see what ends up happening beyond that. And I'm curious to see how the sister's going to get more involved, because I assume the sister's going to get more involved to the point of potentially even playing, although I don't know if she's going to ever end up playing the game as well, or if she's just going to be constantly there as like, why do you play games like this? You're the worst, like, type of character. I guess we'll see. But yeah, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Spring 2021 lineup you can find here on the channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time. See you guys later.